Hello everyone, it is Erin Floto here, and I am setting up for June in my bullet journal. As you know, in 2025, I am trying to pair things that don't necessarily go together, and that is going to be my recurring theme throughout the year. So this month I spun ducks and succulents. So I kind of expanded this a little bit to include like some cacti and things like that. But generally speaking, we're doing ducks and succulent, and I had no idea where to go with this. So I honestly just combined both of them. It was really, really hard, but I'm pretty happy with how it ended up turning out. I really wanted to go with both like regular ducks and like rubber ducks, just because I thought it would be a little bit more fun that way. So I went with a very eclectic color palette. Plus, we're basically going from spring to summer, so I thought that that would bring in a little bit more of that like vibrant color. So I went with a lot of like very punchy colors for this particular month. I wanted to do another Dutch door, so I made this giant like cacti on the right hand side, and I'm going to cut from the right hand side of the page over here. And then I have like the ducks and water and like design elements over on the left hand side. One of the things that I really wanted to do with this is kind of make that like water effect for the words. So I go in with this lighter blue, it's like the glacier blue, and then I go in with the darker blue and I kind of create like basically like little rivers in the J, and then I fill in the negative space with the darker blue. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I did mess up on the N a little bit, and I had to kind of go back with a darker blue and do a drop shadow, and I think that helps overall anyways because how everything is connected. I'm going to bring that lettering style back like throughout the month, but I didn't do it for the rest of this monthly setup just because it was a bit time consuming. And to be honest, my time is very limited to work on things like this. It was a little bit of a nice escape, but still, I really don't have tons of time anymore. And it makes it pretty difficult to prioritize like doing art related things. So for a little life updates while I'm still working on the Dutch door, Bubba is doing really, really well. Bubba is not his name. Bryson is his name. But he is doing really, really well. He's almost 6 months. It's a little crazy how fast this is going by. And I still have a job. So to be honest, that's all I can really ask for at this point is that I have a nice, happy, healthy family and my job is still intact for now. So that is uh, honestly fingers crossed for the rest of the year and everything like that. But so far, so good. It could be a lot worse right now. So I have moved on. I am doing a workout log. This is similar to what I did last month. Except for I'm doing it with duckies. And I did not want to draw all these ducks, so I did make a printable for it. And each day, whatever workout I do, I will color in the duck that color. I'm not gonna lie, I have been missing some of these like very basic, like once it started going to like bullet journal, like in the artsy community, some of these basic things where it's like, oh, you draw a picture and color it in based on your mood and things like that. So I have been enjoying doing that for my workout tracker because I'm taking an old idea and kind of modifying it for things that I would like to track, and that is my workouts. And I am already halfway done with the calendar, but basically I just colored in a bunch of blobs or did outlines of blobs. And then over on the right hand side, I am going to have a spot for my goals. But honestly, there isn't much more to expand on for that page. And next up, we have my dashboard and my habit trackers. Now these pages are going to be a bit different than the dashboards that I've been doing lately. I am modifying it. So on the right hand side, I'm going to have my same like master task list area, but I'm not going to do a gratitude log and I'm not going to do a mood tracker. I am going to have my master task list at the top, and then I'm going to have progress trackers. If you have been around my channel for about a bajillion years, I used to do these all the time back in like 2018-ish, where I had these little trackers. Each segment represents 25%, and I would track like the progress of a certain like task or project or something like that. So I'm bringing those back. I'm not sure what I'm tracking in them, but I wanted it to be even. So I did 8 of them. I'm sure I have 8 projects at work. So we'll see. But I thought it went really well on that page because I can kind of go from some of the tasks that are in my master task list and use some of those for progress trackers. And then my habit trackers are pretty much the same that I've been doing, except I am cutting down the amount of habits that I am tracking this month. And I noticed I have not been like utilizing my bullet journal like with as much pages just because life has been pretty busy, but I did want to like expand on what I have been doing. So I have a gratitude log on this page and I have a highlights section. So the gratitude is just like a 1-word thing or 1 or 2 words of like what I am grateful for. And then on the right hand side, I'm going to do some highlights of like what happened that day. And I think that these will correlate pretty well together, like what I'm grateful for and like what happened in the day that like made me grateful for it. Sometimes I don't think that they'll correlate just because like there's going to be other highlights in my life. But I did want to kind of expand on what I've been doing. I didn't really think that having the gratitude and the mood tracker next to each other really worked out very well. And then on this right hand side, I am doing my milestones. As you know, I have been tracking my son's milestones. And honestly, it is a ton of fun just to like keep in mind like how far he's come since like he's been born. It's absolutely insane. Before I finish up, I am going to go back to the monthly page just because in my brain, there's a whole bunch of missing elements at the top. So I did go in with like these stickers and I added some boxes for the goals and things like that just to, I mean, it's still pretty cluttered, but just to give some definition to it. And then I added some stickers just because it felt so bare. But that is my June setup. So I have the cover page with the Dutch door, my workout log that I will color in as I go throughout the month, my monthly calendar, and my goals page. I have a dashboard with my tasks and progress trackers and my habit trackers. And then I have a gratitude highlights and milestones page as well. And then I will go into my dailies, and that is it for June. Let me know what theme you did in June, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.